Welcome to another episode of Under the Bottom Rope with the podcast slinging, meat cutting, blues harmonica playing Big Bad Pooh Bear himself. Alright guys, in this edition I've got a little bit of sad news as we talk about, for just a few minutes, the death of WRESTLECIRCUS. Yes, I know. I am a couple of days late, but I've been busy. The 10-hour shifts at work will get you. A lot of stuff. Been very busy. Busy. But I just happened to catch the article. They had a show July 28th. When I'm recording this, it's today. And I think it was 2 days before they put it up on Twitter that they canceled. And that the doors would be closing for good. WRESTLECIRCUS is an interesting little company. They closed originally once before. I believe it was in 2017 or maybe it was last year. But it opened back up May of this year. Unfortunately, to not last very long. The owner, who I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I think it's Al something. It's weird, like Leinhart or Lenart or something of that sort. I can't quite remember it. He put basically an all-post bulletin out saying that it was closing and all this. I'm actually going to try and look it up for you guys real quick, and I will read it off just so everybody gets a full thing for anybody who didn't know. And it's unfortunate because I never quite got the chance to watch them. They were from Austin, Texas. I know they had switched to Twitch, and they were the first official wrestling partner of Twitch. And so that was very unfortunate, that they didn't make it. I had hoped them all the best, but the economy sucks, and there's so much out there. This is sort of what happens, and real quick, I'm not blaming any other company, but you've got so much great stuff going on, and not to say that WRESTLECIRCUS wasn't putting out great stuff. I mean, this next show had people like Scorpio Sky and the debut of Brian Pillman Jr., so it wasn't like they didn't have a good product. I didn't get to see it very much, if at all, to be completely honest. But it's not like I'm saying they had a bad product. I just don't know if they had the right economy. And I mean, to put yourself out there right now with a wrestling company, you really got to deliver, because you're going up against companies like AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Noah, WWE. It's TNA, even TNA, yeah. It's there's a big market right now, so I mean, it's a fight, it's a fight. So it's a claw and it's a scratch and it's a fight. But this is what the owner had to say. I'm gonna read it off. It's time to say goodbye, and this time it will have to be for good. We have canceled the upcoming show on July 28th, which would have been today, and WRESTLECIRCUS will finally die its final death. All customers who have purchased tickets will be refunded. Look for an email notification within the next 24 to 48 hours. I want to apologize for all the ups and downs, 99.999% of which have been at the fault of nobody but myself. Al is his name. Please know that when I brought WRESTLECIRCUS back, it was against the advisement of several of my most trusted peers, including Jordan Len X and Kevin Condron. However, my own ego and the desire to bring WRESTLECIRCUS back got in the way of my better judgment. Both of those individuals, as well as several others, did everything in their power to keep us running despite everything going on. But ultimately, matters within my own personal and private life have once again led to our downfall. I'm deeply sorry for the hardships, and obviously this is not the way I'd hoped for WRESTLECIRCUS to end. That said, I'm clearly not fit to run a wrestling company despite my passion for the business. Once again, I am truly sorry for letting so many people down, and I hope that our fans and wrestlers will cherish the good memories rather than piling on the jokes about another indie biting the dust. Thank you to all who have continued to support WRESTLECIRCUS through all the ups and downs. It was a fun ride while it lasted. Best, Al. So there it is, and from what I've read, it really was, I'm assuming, just more of a monetary issue. And that's, it's sad to see another company go down. But in the same breath, it's a hard market, man. You've got a lot against you when you own an indie wrestling company, and there's a lot to work with. You've got to get the right amount of exposure. You've got to make sure you're getting a good economy. You're wrestling in a good economy. And I will say Austin, Texas, I would assume would be a nice wrestling economy to have a home base in. But you also got to have the right mindset for it. And to be honest, it sounds like maybe he just wasn't all there all the time like he should have been. Who knows what the actual reasons are? Who knows what was going on in his personal life? And who knows what the actual cause of the closing is, other than a money issue, which is what everybody I guess thinks. I will say big ups and kudos to Anarchy Wrestling and a couple of the other indie promotions out in Austin, Texas, who are providing a free show for the people who couldn't make it. Basically, I've seen a couple of tweets like, hey, what about the people who flew out to Texas to see this show? Anarchy Wrestling said if you bring your boarding pass to the show tonight, that they will get you in free because of what happened. And that's really fucking cool. They don't have to do that. They don't have any ties with them, but they see wrestling fans who unfortunately got fucked in this, and it's nobody's fault. Well, I'm not going to say it's nobody's fault because somebody obviously fucked up, but I am going to say that it wasn't the meaning, it wasn't the intention for these wrestling fans to get screwed over on not being able to see this show. But Anarchy Wrestling and a couple of other promotions and a streaming service, I can't remember the fucking name to right this minute, but Anarchy Wrestling stepped up out in Austin and said, you bring your boarding pass, we'll get you in free, have a great show, and watch some great wrestling. And that's what it's about, people. That's what it comes down to, is us helping each other best we can, helping the fans, helping the other wrestlers, and doing what we can for each other. And that's not just in wrestling, that's in life. But I am glad to see that there's a brotherhood still out there, and there's a sense of community still out there among indie wrestling companies. When the market is so hard, it's such a dog-eat-dog world, there's still a brotherhood, there's still a hand-in-hand, we'll do what we can to help you out. So that's really cool. But I guess that's going to be it for this edition of Under the Bottom Rope with the Big Bad Boo Bear. Hope you guys enjoyed the last episode. It finally got up. I know. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be trying to get on very soon. We're supposed to be having a special interview. Possibly. I'm not going to advertise for it yet because my work schedule's fucked and so is Sean's. But we're trying to get Brian Malones on. So, yeah, big announcement for us. Brian Malones, trying to get him on. There's been talks with him. He's been interested, but we had to put it off. Our end, he hasn't. He's been totally down from what I gather. At least I believe so. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out the rest of the podcast in the archive. You can follow me on Twitter at Big Bad Boo Bear. You can follow Sean, Happy the Clown. Leave us a like. Leave us a follow. Download the episodes. And have a wonderful day.